Hello everyone, this is Showtime 112. It's November 2016 and we're joining Russian naval aviation in their operations in the Syrian conflict. Russian Air Force has already been involved in Syria for over a year, supporting the government against various rebel groups. But now Russians decided to send their only aircraft carrier, Admiral Kuznetsov, to Eastern Mediterranean. There are different opinions of motivations for such an operation and its success. It might have been just a propaganda stunt. After all, arrival of an aircraft carrier has a much higher impact than just sending another squadron to Khmeimim Air Base. Or maybe Russians just wanted to give their naval aviators a chance to practice under real combat conditions. One thing that pretty much everybody agrees upon is that the effect of this operation was rather limited. This is mainly caused by a very small component of airplanes carried by Kuznetsov. At that time, Kuznetsov carried maybe 8 to 10 Sukhoi 33 fighters, several MiG-29s, and some helicopters. Sukhoi 33 is mostly an air superiority fighter. It's very limited as a bomber. It carries unguided weapons. In fact, in the footage that was released by Russian Ministry of Defense about this event, Sukhois were shown taking off on operations in Syria, supposedly, but they were carrying air-to-air missiles only. Actually, the beginning of this video was a reenactment of that Russian Ministry of Defense footage. However, according to some later releases, it appears that they were used in bombing strikes, and they attacked targets such as warehouses, training camps, and facilities suspected of producing chemical weapons. It also appears that Sukhoi 33s were not used in the Battle of Aleppo, which was at the peak at this time. Instead, they attacked targets around Idlib and in Homs province. Idlib and Aleppo were not controlled by the notorious ISIL. Instead, they were controlled by some other rebel groups. Not that it makes much difference to Syrian government, because they consider them all to be terrorists and treat them pretty much equally. We will join two flights of Sukhoi 33s attacking two targets. The first target will be an industrial facility, the second target will be a training camp, and in both cases we will use unguided 500 kilogram bombs. We are now joining the first flight of Admiral Kuznetsov and we are approaching our target. It's an industrial facility near Idlib, suspected of producing chemical weapons. There is Idlib.
الله أكبر. أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر.
That was a good hit. You can see some secondaries as well. Now let's see what a wingman is going to do as we reposition for the other dive.
الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر. يا الله، الطيران الحربي يقصد المطلقان بالهواء.
Wingman scoring some hits as well. And this one was a near miss. But nevertheless, we have definitely scored some good hits and caused a lot of damage to the facility. We are joining the second flight of Kuznetsov. Our target will be a suspected terrorist training camp. And that's our target over there.
الله أكبر. أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
Those are hits. We're now climbing in order to position ourselves for the second run. Our second run appears to have been a little less successful than the first one, but nevertheless, hits were scored against the training camp, and some damage was caused. You have to be careful not to enter Turkish airspace, which is nearby. And this was our vision of Russian Navy airstrikes against rebel groups in Syria. As for the strikes themselves, they continued for a while. About 2 weeks later, one Sukhoi 33 was lost while attempting to land back at Kuznetsov carrier. The fault was apparently in the arrestor mechanism. After that, the entire component was transferred to land, and it continued to operate from Khmeimim Air Base along with Russian Air Force. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to press the like button. That's just a couple of seconds to you, and it really means a lot to the channel. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook, you will have an early access to the videos. Feel free to comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and keep watching Showtime 112.